Here we have the Nikon Coolpix P7000 with a 7x Nikkor zoom lens from 28 to 200 millimeter. The P7000 is truly an advanced compact digital camera offering one of the biggest 10 megapixel sensors in its class, almost all the manual controls a DSLR would have, and with some important options that very few compact digital cameras offer. The most obvious helpful features are visible on the outside of the P7000. First, you can see the adjustable optical viewfinder, allowing you to compose your picture without using the display. To me, this is especially useful when the sun is bright or when you're in a tight spot trying to shoot a difficult photograph. If you look at the top of the P7000, you can see 3 dials. The most common one is the regular mode dial next to the hot shoe near the middle of the P7000. In addition to standard modes, the knob features 3 custom settings and a low light mode that limits you to 3 megapixel photographs. To the right is the second dial dedicated to exposure compensation, allowing for immediate correction of your image if it appears too dark or too light. Finally, the third dial on the extreme left is unique to the P7000. It's called the quick menu dial. Just press the button on top of the dial and it gives you immediate control over a variety of parameters. I call this the zone of control. As you turn the quick menu dial, you can see in the display the various settings you can control. You have quality, ISO, white balance, bracketing, my menu, and tone level. Let's start with quality. In regular still shooting mode, this will allow you to choose the size and the amount of compression you want for the photo you are about to shoot. If the dial is set to video mode, you can choose the size of the video ranging from 720 HD at 24 frames per second, 640 by 480, and 320 by 240 at 30 frames a second. One option available for video with the P7000 is zooming during capture. With this innovative Nikon, you can even control the speed and the noise of the zoom. Then you have ISO, allowing you to change the sensitivity from 100 to 3200. Now, if you want to go up to 12,800 ISO, you need to use the Auto High ISO. The third choice you have is white balance. Here you can go through the options really fast and observe the color changes on the super high resolution 3-inch screen. We're talking about 921,000 pixels. This really helped me make the right choice in a speedy and efficient way. Next, we have bracketing. The P7000 gives you 3 kinds of bracketing: aperture, shutter speed, and white balance. And you can choose 3 or 5 shots. The amount of control this gives you is staggering. It allowed me to fine-tune my still life. My menu allows you to set various important settings, like distortion control and metering options. Nikon went on to include on top of the camera the AV-TV button to change back and forth between aperture priority and shutter speed priority. Or, if you want, you can customize it. This P7000 camera empowers you to make fast changes all around the camera. Check out the function button in front of the camera. Here you can choose features like active delighting, color choices, and not have to tumble around the menus and lose your composition. Another feature the function button can control is a very unique option called Zoom Memory. This allows you to select specific focal lengths that the camera will zoom to. So if you love shooting at 50 millimeter, let's say, you can program the zoom memory. Then hold the FN button and zoom right to the 50. This advanced photographic tool offers 17 scene modes. Here you use the menu button to see all the modes, but you could just choose Scene Auto Selector and the camera will select a mode for you. For me, some of the new playback modes seemed interesting. You have raw file processing in camera that allows you to turn the raw files into JPEGs. After that, You can use either de-lighting or quick retouch to enhance the JPEGs. But remember, you can't use both. The Nikon P7000's Viewfinder only shows 80% of the view. So make sure you look at the display sometimes to see how wide an angle you may actually be getting in your picture. The P7000 offers wind noise reduction for video, but if you use it, you may cut out some sounds you actually want to hear. This brings me to a very exciting accessory option for the Nikon Coolpix P7000, and that's an external microphone option. The P7000 features a stereo mini microphone input, so the quality of the sound can be dramatically improved. It's important to know you can't use wind noise reduction with that external mic. A tripod is advised to get the most control over panorama stitching mode, and don't forget to shut off the stabilizer when using that tripod. The P7000 also offers a wireless infrared remote control capable of instantly triggering the shutter without disturbing the camera. And it works up to a distance of approximately 16 feet in front of the camera. With so many custom controls, external mic input, raw file processing in camera, plus a body boasting a 7x Nikkor lens and an advanced CCD processor, the Nikon Coolpix P7000 is without a question a turning point for advanced point-and-shoot cameras. For more information about the Nikon P7000, please visit us online, give us a call, or stop by our New York City Superstore. Thanks for watching.